Mastering modal verbs, making light of weak obligations. Hello everyone. Welcome to our new lesson in the series on modal verbs. Today, we're taking a step forward to understand weak obligations. When we talk about obligations in English, we don't always express them in the same way. Sometimes, our obligations are strong, and sometimes, they are weak. So let's explore this interesting aspect of English language, focusing particularly on modal verbs for weak obligations. Before we delve into the modal verbs, let's first understand what weak obligations are. These are things you ought to do, or should do, but it's not crucial or mandatory. Weak obligations express advice or suggestions rather than hard and fast rules. It's like a light nudge rather than a forceful push. The most common modal verbs for expressing weak obligations are should, ought to, and had better. These verbs express advice or something that is a good or a better thing to do, but not strictly necessary. 1. Should. This is the most commonly used modal verb to express weak obligations. For example, you should drink plenty of water every day. 2. Ought to. This is similar to should, though a bit more formal. Example, you ought to call your mother more often. 3. Had better. This expresses a strong recommendation or warning, but the obligation is still weak. It's usually used for immediate actions. For example, you had better leave now, or you'll miss your train. Just like other verbs, our modal verbs for weak obligations can be used in negative sentences and questions. 1. Negative sentences. We generally add not after the modal verb. For example, you should not eat too much junk food. 2. Questions. We switch the positions of the subject and the modal verb. For instance, should I take this job offer? Remember, these verbs still express weak obligations in these forms, which means the rules or advice they convey are not absolute. While should, ought to, and had better all express weak obligations, there are slight differences in their usage. Should and ought to are almost interchangeable, but ought to is a little more formal and less frequently used. Had better carries a sense of a warning or urgency about a likely negative outcome. It's usually used for immediate actions or near future. And there you have it. Understanding how to use these modal verbs to express weak obligations can really enhance your communication skills in English. Remember, learning is a gradual process, and practice makes perfect. So keep practicing these verbs in different sentences until you feel comfortable with their usage. We should meet again in our next lesson, See What I Did There, where we'll further explore the wonderful world of modal verbs. Until then, happy learning!